Hey, welcome back. All right, Pisces, let's take a look at a retrograde message. So Mercury, of course, moves faster than Earth, so it's lapping us. So it's whatever might be coming back around that is going to be front and center again. This could be a thought, this could be a person, this could be a situation, whatever it might be. How are we looking at it differently now that some time has passed? We have the moon. There's our Pisces. We have the Death card. Scorpio. Okay, so first off, we do have like this Venetian, a touch of Venice. She also has like no clothing on, and I'm going to say that Pisces is feeling very, honestly, Pisces could be feeling very, like sensual about somebody, or because we do see nevermore written on this death card, it could be that Pisces is recognizing, yes, I am very sensual, just not for them, for somebody else. I've lost my taste for one person and I'm very interested in somebody else. 7 of Wands. Okay. I don't know if once upon a time somebody held all the cards and Pisces really wanted to be with them. Well, the tables have turned. This is somebody who is almost, I don't know if somebody's going to be begging Pisces to take them back. Please love me. Please want me. And Pisces is like, I literally, there's nothing they could do to change my mind. This person, I've never seen them like this. They're like crying, they're begging, they're wrapping their arms around me. But I literally don't feel moved by this. And it's very, I almost think Pisces is recognizing I've lost my taste for someone. 7 of Swords sideways. I think Pisces is going to have to find a nice way to tell somebody, no, thank you. And they may tell a bit of a lie about this because they don't want to tell someone, I literally have zero attraction. But I think that's what this is. And I feel like this was someone who once upon a time, maybe Pisces couldn't get enough of. I don't know what has changed. Where is this? We have and I've never noticed this on this deck before, on this card before. And it's like, oh, it's giving me the chills. We've got this huge like python wrapped up around, and then we have their arms wrapped up around. See, I almost want to say Pisces has suddenly started to say, I feel like I'm like getting choked in this relationship, metaphorically speaking. Like I feel like the way they do things is just too much. But that also, I don't want to say, I don't want to criticize them and then have them promise to be different. We get this King of Wands in the reverse. I mean, listen, to put this as gently as I can, I almost think that someone Pisces once upon a time thought was the cat's meow. They now do not feel that way. Something big could have changed right around like Halloween. I don't know if there's something about like the costuming has been removed. And I think that Pisces is saying, I'm not that drawn to them. I'm not that turned on by them. They're not the one for me. With that King of Wands in the reverse, it could even be that Pisces is like, I don't want to tell this person that they've made everything all about them for too long, and I lost my taste for their behavior. I don't want to tell them because then they're going to say that, oh, but I can change. And I really think with this 8 of Swords, this is, I don't know why Pisces, I feel like a sense of guilt emanating off of Pisces, but it's more like they're trying to come up with this polite way to not criticize someone nor hurt their feelings, while still being able to say, I don't know, maybe Pisces is going to lie to this person and say, I realize I can't move forward in a relationship because I'm still stuck on, something from my past. And Pisces might actually be planning on, I need to extricate myself from something because I don't want to tell somebody they need to fix something and then I'll stay, because in truth, I don't intend to stay. Let's say this is about a business and not about romance, right? This could be like, I have figured out that I don't want to keep working here. No matter what, I do not enjoy it, but I don't want to say something rude to them. I don't want someone to beg me to, okay, can you just work weekends? I think Pisces is coming up with a way to extricate themselves by not allowing there to be this long drawn out departure, because they're like, this person's going to try to keep me hanging on. And I realize that about them. They like things to go their way. They don't let go easily. I wonder if this was a very controlling person. And Pisces is like, at one point in time, it didn't bother me, but honestly, now I want to be free of this. And I don't think that they're the kind that just lets it go. With the death card and the nevermore, I think this is Pisces saying, I don't want to, let's say this is a not relationship or business. Let's say this is like that person that doesn't ever want to let you go when you want to quit being a member at something, and they call and they try to convince you to stay. And it's like they're the ultimate salesperson. And it's like, look, if I got to lie to get myself out of this, I will. If I got to say, nope, turns out I can't be a member here anymore. No, not even if you give me a free membership. I don't want the free membership. I have to quit going to this particular, like whatever, this club, because I have people that I have to spend my time with. Well, what about Tuesday? Nope. On Tuesday, I take care of this friend. Nope. What about Wednesday? Nope. On Wednesday, I take care of this friend. It almost feels like Pisces is pre-thinking every way that they'll say no. It won't even happen. Maybe I'll come back. Nope, I can't. Nope, I can't come back in a few months. Nope, I can't come back, in 4 months. Nope. All of this says Pisces is figuring out how to get themselves out of something that they no longer want to be in, but they fully expect that this person, place, or thing is going to try to hold on tightly to them. Let me just ask, what's going on with this person? Oh, okay. Well, they seem to be loving everything. The Chariot, they're all in. But with the Empress in the reverse, King of Cups, Nine of Cups, I kind of think that they believe in this storyline. Please forgive me. I know this doesn't sound very nice, but they seem to believe that Pisces is really happy because they're really happy. And they have a plan, and they are like the leader of the pack. This is somebody who's very determined. The Chariot, I'm riding right out Pisces, but it's their agenda, 100%. It's always their agenda. This could be a very domineering feminine, or this could be a mother figure, a boss figure. This could be still masculine. They're showing up as both. They've shown up as a King of Wands in the reverse and as an Empress in the reverse. So either way we put it, look, it doesn't mean this is a bad person at all. It actually only, to me, speaks of somebody who's certain that they get to make decisions for other people, because if another person expresses any happiness at all, they're like, excellent. And now this is what we're going to do. But what they forgot is, even if Pisces was happy, that doesn't give them free rein to make all decisions for Pisces. And I kind of just keep thinking that this is somebody who thinks like, okay, let's talk about this like it's a mother figure who's like, excellent. So you're going to move in. And it's like, no, I was only going to stay for a little bit. Nope, you're moving in. Everything's working so good. This is the way it is now. This is how your life will be, and you'll like it. And this is Pisces going, no. I'm realizing this is the way this person is the way mom is. This is the way dad is. And they're going to cry and make me feel guilty. No, don't leave. Because they like what their plan is for my time and my life. But I can't have them tell me what my life is going to look like. And they're not going to understand no matter what I say to explain. You can't tell me what's good for me. I get to pick. And right now I'm choosing to not be around quite so much. And it's like, I can't say that because it won't register anyway, because they mean well, but they do want it their way. And it hasn't even crossed their own mind that that's how they do things. So Pisces is understanding like the mechanics of the way somebody operates. And indeed, this person over here doesn't seem like, if anything on this retrograde, they're like full steam ahead. Normally on retrograde, we ask like, what is the thing that comes back around? And they're like, I really want this because I said I want it because this is good. It makes Pisces happy. And therefore, this is perfect. They seem to be reinforcing something instead of paying attention to the cues that Pisces is giving. But I have to say, this character is like, so what if it's what I want? It's what makes Pisces happy too. But I think they forgot the critical thing, which is you need to ask Pisces and let Pisces actually tell you if they like something or not. You can't pick Pisces life for them. I don't think that this character is able to change. They could be, the smothering kind of love. And it is not to be a villain. If anything, this person, sometimes we talk about this as like karmic, but an overgiving tendency that can feel smothering and controlling is also not somebody trying to be unkind. Rather, there's somebody who wants so much to give the best. Let me give the best to you. I will just want to serve and please you. And here's what will be so good for you. I put so much time, effort, and energy into making this for you. And it'll make you so happy because look at how hard I worked on it. And I thought of you the whole time I was creating this. This could be somebody who's like, I'm going to go ahead and buy this bigger house so Pisces can live with me forever. And Pisces is like, I'm not living with you, Mom. I can't do that. I'm going to take Pisces on this vacation. They're going to love this vacation. And it's like, but it's such a huge gift, but I don't know that that's, yeah, it'll be perfect. You'll relax. You'll do this. And I think it's like they pre-think everything to the point where they take away another person's personality and taste, and they don't realize that they do that. If anything, they seem to be doubling down on this, saying, yes, that's a good thing that I do this. And I can see now why Pisces might be saying, that's why I have to find ways to lie. And I have to find ways to, it is unfortunate, but it's like, I'm going to have to step back, and not give in. It is Pisces realizing I have to set a boundary. And I might have to lie in order to set a boundary because I don't think I can tell this person, this is what's going on and you got to stop, because they're not going to. Not because they're bad. There's nothing that says that this person is a villain. I just think that in this particular fictional story, please remember they're fictional, so please don't get offended. No matter what, don't identify with characters that you are not. Cross-watchers and all that, right? These are all fictional stories. This is more just what a character seems to be going through. We have a 9 of Wands and a Page of Cups. If anything, that Empress character that could be very, very giving, very loving, and wanting the best for Pisces and wanting to overgive to Pisces, that could be because they actually have a wound and they're trying to heal their wounds by giving somebody else happiness that they don't have. And if anything, maybe this is their opportunity to say, wait a minute, let me not bend over backwards and do all these things for Pisces that maybe Pisces doesn't want me to prearrange for them. I don't need to buy them a trip. I don't need to buy a house so Pisces can live with me. Maybe I can buy me the house that I want. Maybe I can take the trip that I want, or maybe I can stop thinking I got to do so much for everybody and give to me. You notice how she's kind of like crossing her arms over her chest. And this is her being, look, this is a powerful, wonderful character, but it almost feels like they have to start taking care of themselves and letting Pisces do what Pisces has to. A very interesting, contemplative message on this. Let me just ask, go back over to Pisces for a moment and say, is there any other message here for Pisces during this Mercury retrograde? What have we got? We've got a 9 of Cups and we have the 8 of Pentacles. It's interesting because I really kind of have a stronger vibe on this, that this is a great lesson for Pisces to see another person who maybe has been an overgiver, and the fact that it's like, wow, this is suffocating, because I almost think Pisces could have been leaning toward like, oh man, I was about to stop thinking about my needs too. Like, say this is a, father, son, mother, daughter, they always say apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This says Pisces might use this retrograde to start asking themselves, what does make me happy? I need to work on things that I like instead of accidentally becoming a people pleaser. I need to go ahead and work on things and know when to say, no, I'm not going to work all those overtime hours, especially late into the night. I'm going to go ahead and make some priority for things that I enjoy in my life. I'm going to, especially during these upcoming winter months, I feel like we have a Pisces who's really thinking more about, let me enjoy things that I like to do as well. I keep picturing this Pisces wants to come home from work, not check emails, not do things that are work related anymore. And here they are on the magic carpet ride. I feel like Pisces has hobbies and things that maybe they want to go out dancing. Maybe they want to make sure that they have enough energy and time to enjoy their life, especially during these winter months. Maybe they want to, I'm picturing somebody crocheting doilies and such, but it's like, I want to do things that I enjoy. And maybe Pisces has been saying yes to too many other people's needs. And this is as much about them, like realizing it's a great time to start setting boundaries during this retrograde, taking a reflective look at relationships in our life, including the relationship we have with ourselves, and setting the boundaries. So that's what the message is here. All right, you guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love. Bye for right now.